Hi, Scorpio. We're going to do your collective read for 2024. So excited to do this for you. Might help take my glasses off. Here we go. We're going to open up with the Soul's Truth. So this is a deck that asks you questions. And then we're going to go ahead and get into some cards here. So this is going to make you think. So the first one is, when was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants or did. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the little things. Note to self, laugh more often. Today's soul action, make somebody laugh today. Yes, humor is very important. And the next one. On whom am I placing blame right now? A person who blames others has not begun their lesson. A person who blames himself has begun their lesson. A person who blames no one has finished their lesson. That is an unknown quote. Today's soul action. Take responsibility. On whom are you placing blame right now? Today, free yourself by releasing all victimhood, blame, and resistance. They don't belong where you are going. Only love and courage live there. Make a choice to do it, even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart, and you will be led. Let me put that up there. And let's pull one more from this deck. What am I most afraid of losing? As we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that was to make room for what will be. If you were to take the big leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things? Because to have the power to give everything you need to yourself. Today's soul action. Name that fear and look at the worst case scenario. Find a solution. Take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you're going. Today's mantra. I move forward knowing I am powerful beyond measure. I am loved, I am safe, and I belong. So very powerful, very powerful. Yes, worst case scenario. Now let's go to the soul's journey and pull a few cards from it. So I've got the card Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So we want to let go of any kind of envy, Scorpio. We don't want to envy anyone else. Also, pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. There is healthy forms of pride. It's good to be proud of yourself and everything. So there's no point in envying someone when you've got so much going for you. And then friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So Scorpio, value your friendships. Now we're going to go to the tarot to see the collective reading for 2025. We're going to begin with the Light Seers Tarot. And I'm not going to read reversals for any of these cards because we want to have good upward energy. We're aiming for positive. So let's see what we've got. Ace of Swords. Oh, perfect. So it's going to be about the truth, honesty, seeing things clearly, brilliant new ideas coming in, Scorpio. Very powerful. Your star is meant to rise this year. If we had a dark night of the soul in 2024, going in 2025, that light at the end of the tunnel finally coming, you're finally getting your due. This is good. Oh, this is a perfect card for especially some of the male Scorpio energies popping up in there. So getting connected spiritually, King of Cups energy. Let's kind of see what else we've got. We're getting balance with the Temperance card. So Scorpio is getting their balance and stuff, harmonizing those emotions and everything. Now, Knight of Swords energy, remember, there's this dark night of the soul energy. We're crossing through the threshold, though. This is something that's been kind of dominant, a lot of kind of negative. Remember, we saw that worst case scenario, but we're going to be letting go of that because that star is rising. So if it's been kind of a dark period, it's almost over. And stuff. You're raising the frequency with the Eight of Wands energy. That's awesome. And on top of the world, oh, look at how you're rising above this with the world aiming for 5D consciousness, that's where it's at. This is excellent. And it's going to be about playing to win with that Emperor energy popping up in there. Very good. And then, of course, my Scorpio ladies are working really hard, putting everything to perspective and balance. So this is good energy. It's like, oh, nope, we're getting to work. Dark night of the soul over and stuff. Study hard and new opportunities will come with the Page of Pentacles popping up in there and stuff. There you go. There's my Scorpio water ladies and stuff. This is perfect with the Queen of Cups, getting in tune to the emotions. Very good and stuff. So we're going to sever old ties, any kind of karmic contracts or anything. Notice a sword that is in there, justice. As we do that, liberation. We've got the Wheel of Fortune going in a positive direction and getting that balance, head above water with the Two of Pentacles. This is a really beautiful reading. And all of a sudden, that growth, that potential, it is your time to rise with the Seven of Pentacles. This is good energy here. I love this for Scorpio, even though, yes, there's a Pisces fish on the King of Cups, but it's still connected to our water signs. We got the King and the Queen. So my ladies, men, you all show up in here. We're playing to win. Cut those karmic contracts. Be done with them. This sword is unsheathed. And then you get to liberation. Jupiter is the ruler of the Wheel of Fortune. Freedom. That's where it's at. So freedom is going to be a big thing going into 2025. Nothing's stopping you. So for the ladies and the men, it's going to be very powerful. Now we're going to look at love. I know everybody always wants to know about love. We've had the Rose Quartz sitting on it. We're going to go to Lover's Tarot. Let's see some of the energies going into 2025 and stuff. Communication is going to be very important. Cupid is going to strike. There's going to be new love coming in for many of you. There's that Scorpio lady popping up again. Queen of Cups energy. She is ready to give love and stuff. Now, I kind of feel with some of the Scorpio ladies, we may have been, be a mystery, okay? Notice the moon there. Be a mystery. But I feel like, once Cupid strikes, don't necessarily, go all in. Go just be kind of slow about it. Don't let them see you sweat and let them know where you're at and stuff. Ten of Pentacles, healing generational trauma. I think Scorpio is facing that. This year, healing that generational trauma is powerful and stuff. And if any of my Scorpios have been trapped in a negative cycle, they're getting free of it. They're done with it and stuff. And look at that manifestation. We've got the Magic card, and that's what we're really going to want and stuff. Some of you are going to end up single with the Nine of Pentacles popping up in there, but you're going to love it. You see this trapped energy. She's like, no, I'm free. I'm done. It's self-love, self-confidence, sense of self-worth, and everything. And we've also got that Fool card. So a lot of you are going to have new beginnings, which are powerful. So I do get this energy. Cupid strikes arrow and everything. I've got a lot of Scorpio ladies. I'm just like, play it cool, be a mystery. There's that energy there and stuff. But some of you, if anybody tries to bind, or control the Scorpio, they're getting free of it. They're done. Okay, so now we're going to go to Lover's Oracle. Yeah, any kind of stress, turbulence, tension, arguments. I feel like Scorpio is kind of like, I've had it this year. Okay, they're not going to deal with that and stuff. Abandoned, kind of left out, walked away cold. If anything, I feel like Scorpio may come across as cold at a certain point. They're going to be doing the walking away even more than getting walked away from, because they're like, I'm tired of this trapped energy. Okay, and stuff. But one of the things you got to be careful, Scorpio, for the men and women both, obsession. Okay, and this is, they are out of all the signs, because they're so intense, they can obsess. But I feel like there's going to be some breaking free of that. They're just being like, I'm tired of it. As I say that, finality, farewells, leave behind closure. So they're being like, you know what, no matter how much I lust after you, I'm obsessed with you, I gotta go. Because of the stress, the turbulence, the tension, the arguments, the feeling trapped. And also divine feminine, you're gonna really be coming in strong with walking away energy and stuff. Twin flame energy is also popping up for the divine feminines here, which is going to be powerful. Let's look a little bit at that obsession energy and stuff. Now, this is, some of you are going to go into a good commitment And I feel that that can be very powerful. So some of you are going to go on, maybe even to marriage, but others, if anybody tries to trap, you know, bind down the Scorpio, they're walking away. And so it's kind of a mix of energy. I definitely feel Scorpio ladies, be a mystery. Okay. But if anybody, be it male or female, tries to bind down the Scorpio this year, it's not going to be good. Trap them and, you know, stress, arguments. There's just, I'm done. Okay. That's one of the big things. Don't fight with the Scorpio with that energy. Now we're going to go to career. Let's put that back on there for when I do Sagittarius. We're going to look at career now with the Millennial Tarot. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's that Eight of Swords energy kind of popping up in there. So as we're kind of going in career, even if we're feeling restricted in a work situation, there's a lot of break free energy. Oh, as I say that, immediately new gig pops up with the Ace of Pentacles. So a lot of Scorpios are going into new energy if they've been feeling trapped in a soul-sucking job and stuff. Ace of Swords popping up again, very powerful. New ideas, yep, create a vision board. The world, we're aiming for 5D consciousness, and we're aiming for something positive. We're going big. It's like go big or go home. Now, I have Two of Cups energy popping up in there, but I can see that in work-related situations, one-to-one connections that can be very powerful. God, everybody's getting the Chariot tonight. You guys. It's because the spiritualists are just like, I'm going to have victory. I'm not going in a soul-sucking job. Now, there it is. New career. Who's this? Okay, Scorpio. A lot of Scorpios are getting a new job, new career. They're done. Okay, as I say that, new opportunities are coming in with the Page of Pentacles. So you're going to get that announcement of an opportunity. So a lot of you are going on to something new. And one of the big reasons, self-care and stuff, if it's a soul-sucking job, you're like, self-care trumps a job. And you're going into something better. As a matter of fact, you're going to luck out with the blessed card. You're going to get wishes coming true. And the hopes and fears, you got the Justice. Some of you may go into situations where you're kind of taking on the system, fighting back a little bit there. And then also we've got that Hermit energy. There could be a lot of Scorpios like coming in, working from home and things like that and enjoying it, you know, kind of getting away from, especially anything corporate. I feel Scorpio is like, nope, I can't be trapped in a soul-sucking job. A lot of you seem like you're getting new gigs. So this is very powerful, good energy. And then we're going to go ahead and do the Law of Attraction. Let's pull a card. I've got the card, I can see my world through the eyes of Source. So, by choosing better feeling thoughts and by speaking more of what you do want and less of what you do not want, you will gently tune yourself to the vibrational frequency of your broader perspective. And see your world through the eyes of Source is truly the more spectacular view of life, far from the vibrational vantage point you are in alignment with, and therefore in the process of attracting only what you would consider to be the very best of your world. Oh, that's promising. Okay, Scorpio, that is promising. So remember, focus, and that's a big thing. Positive thoughts. What am I attracting? What am I vibrating here? That's what we're looking at. Now, what do we need to surrender? Surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. So go with the flow. Also, surrender defensiveness. Now, I noticed there was that stress. There could be arguments. So defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Don't react. Act, don't react. And then also surrender to play. Please have fun. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. Now we're going to go ahead and take a peek at self-care. What things do we want to do for self-care? Make a vision board. Okay, Now, we've seen that with the Ace of Swords and Millennial. Vision boards are powerful. They do work. Be as creative as you can be. You know, inspirational quotes, pretty pictures, put it together. Look for fairies. I think when I see the look for fairies, look for the magic in life. Okay, we'll put it that way. And also, please read. Read books. I've been trying to encourage people, read books, get off your phone, open a book. You got to educate your mind. And also movement. Make sure we are taking care of the body, being healthy. You got to move it. Don't be sitting down all the time. Now we're going to go to the law of positivism. And it took me about 2 weeks before I could say that word. It's so awful. So I finally was able to say it right. So then we've got my heart space is abundant and flowing. Yes, and the heart chakra is the strongest of them all, even than the solar. And then I forgive and release the past to heal my life. One of the biggest things is forgiveness. Let's leave it in 2024. Say goodbye. When my mind is still, I hear my inner voice. What do we need to surrender? Surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal. Instead of putting it off, take action and you will attract success. I just felt the need to pull that again. Yes, no procrastination. Now we're going to get a message from the universe. Don't be misled. When fear speaks, it's always wrong, unless being chased by wild beasts. And when love speaks, it's always right, as usually bouncy. Game on, the universe. And we're going to go ahead and sum this up with a card from the Conversations with God deck. And I'm going to go right here. I am not concerned about your worldly success, only you are. It is true that when you achieve a certain state of being over a long period of time, success in what you are doing in the world is very difficult to avoid. Yet you are not to worry about making a living. True masters are those who have chosen to make a life rather than a living. Good advice from God. And so, Scorpio, have a great 2025 and hope you enjoyed your reading.